wake up, I pray,
I'm on my way.
I thank God for another day.
I'm on my
What's up,
way.
y'all? Wonderful Friday to each and every one of you all. I want to talk about inconsistencies, and I want to talk about inconsistencies to me being red flags. It can be red flags that somebody has lost interest, somebody's uninterested, or it can be red flags that something is up. Either way, if somebody loses interest in something, it can be business, it can be practice, it can be something that you and that person and others were committed to, but it's an alert. It sends a signal that something's not right. And I want to encourage you all to pay attention to the red flags. You know, in my practice of faith, all my life, I'm old school, all my life, if somebody was missing in the business of church, and we lived across the street from the church we went to, after a few Sundays, boom, 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 somebody from the church coming across the street, knocking on our door and checking on us. That was our practice, and that's a practice I kept with mine. And Sundays were also reserved for the sick and shut in as well. If there were people who could not get to the church to take communion on first Sunday, that is, I as a youngin, I was sometimes traveling along with the pastor and see the pastor serve the person communion. I don't even know if that still goes on with many churches, but I was raised that way. And one thing that people don't understand about me is absence to me, inconsistency is a red flag. Even for, think about it. Like I said, the red flag is going to either show the person has lost interest, there's been a redirection, the person doesn't want to attend something no more, doesn't want to continue, the person might be sick, the person might be going through his or her own storm, keeping it to herself. But old school me, I'm going to check on you. That's how I was raised. That was a practice that worked. And there were many times when I needed somebody to knock my door and check on me, because I wasn't going to tell them what I was going through. I wasn't going to, put it out. There's many things I haven't put on online. You get what I'm saying? But red flags, y'all. Pay attention to the red flags. And everybody that is concerned about you isn't always being nosy. Some people, as I told you all, and I've been using this word fashion, there was a fashion when I was young that people who are MIA, that they need to be checked on. It doesn't matter if they want to remain connected or not. The only way you're going to find out is to physically go to that person's place and check on that person. And if that person doesn't answer, if you don't get no response, if you don't get a call back, then and you don't get a sensible reply or a sensible closure, then you leave it in God's hand. You get what I'm saying? One thing I did always like about Jehovah's Witnesses is they're going to come knock on your door. And it's up to you whether you receive them or not. And if you don't receive them, they're not going to, the ones I knew, they won't go fight with you. They're going to come, and if you say, hey, can y'all stop coming to my house? Can y'all stop knocking on my door? Oh, they won't show up again. But until you say it, they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep being consistent, and they're going to be persistent in their line of duty. And I just want to say today, everybody ain't out to try to harm. Well, I'm going to talk about me. I ain't out to try to harm nobody. If you knew the practice that I had and the fashion I had it in when I was young, if somebody's MIA, you go and see about that person, then you would understand me a lot brighter. You understand me a lot better. I'm not crazy. I'm a very sensible individual. I'm a very loving individual. And if you don't want to receive the love that I know God imparted in me to spread in the world, then be like I said you ought to be. Just say, hey, I don't want it. No, thank you. And sometimes I am learning. Well, I'm learning also, no response is a response. So I'm going to go on and spread this love somewhere else. But some of y'all are a little wild right now. Y'all head not in the Bible. You don't even know what the Bible says. So I want to encourage you to read it from Genesis. I'm in 2 Corinthians. I'm almost done. I've been reading the Bible every day for 8 years. And I still ain't finished, but I'm close. I'm real close. Read the Bible. Maybe it'll open up your heart to unharden your heart, to position yourself to receive the blessings and the love God has for you. I wish you a wonderful Friday. Keep it there.